Hi friends, it's Carolyn Zook here with C6 Stitch, and today is Saturday, April 1st, 2023. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch. I'm so glad that you are here spending part of your day or your evening with me. It is April Fool's Day, so please keep your wits about you and don't get fooled. My dad texted me this morning saying that he and mom were going to sell their house in Fort Collins, Colorado, and move to Portland, and that they might need to live with me for 6 to 12 months, which I said, great, sounds like a plan to me. And then he told me I was no fun because I didn't fall for it. So then I said, oh, no, please don't do that. I think it sounds great, but apparently it was an April Fool's joke. So hopefully you haven't been fooled yet today. I missed you last week. I have so much to share with you, and I'm really excited to do this video. I think it might be a longer video. So, settle in, get your beverage of choice. I'm drinking coffee from my Your Magic unicorn mug that my realtor turned friend, the realtor who helped me find this house, now a friend of mine, she got me this when I got my new job. Which, if you've been with me for a while, it is not such a new job. I've been there about 2.5 years now. So, for those of you who are new, it's not such a new job. But I appreciate it. So last weekend, I did not film because I was in Omaha, Nebraska, visiting a college friend of mine. So that was really fun to spend time with her and her kids. For those of you who, again, don't know, I grew up in Lincoln, Nebraska, which is not too far away from Omaha. And I got to go see Reflections. So the needle workshop, framing and needle workshop. I ran out of time, but I almost took a piece to get framed there just to say, this is my piece I got framed at Reflections. But I just didn't have time to even iron it. My flight was at 5:40 a.m. The flight left at 5:40, which meant that it started boarding at like 5:15 in the morning. So I chose it. It's totally on me. So I was just trying to do the bare minimum, but I'm sure I'll be back to Omaha and I can maybe think it through a little bit more and take a piece in to get it framed from Reflections. But it was a really fun trip. It was fun to see Reflections. I got a few things, which I will show you here in a little bit during haul. And I had a birthday. So thank you so much for all your birthday messages on Facebook and email, your cards. I'll show several of the cards and gifts. You all are just so very generous. I felt so loved. My birthday was on a Wednesday. It was March 22nd, which is kind of a strange day to have a birthday just because I teach Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I took Wednesday off. But I had my 8 a.m. class Thursday morning. And then literally the next day I flew out to Omaha. So but I mean, as far as Wednesday birthdays go, I felt very special and very loved. And I am drawing out this birthday. Oh my gosh. Yesterday, so we're on spring break now. So I took the week off for spring break. And yesterday, which was over a week after my birthday, I had a birthday lunch with friends. So we are drawing this thing out and I am okay with that. So it was a lovely, lovely birthday. And like I said, I've been on spring break. I've been doing a lot of errands, running around, picking paint colors, because we are going to paint my father, who I mentioned briefly a few minutes ago, is coming on Tuesday as part of my birthday gift. He's going to be painting my house. I don't think we'll have time to do the bedrooms, like this room, or the bathrooms, but the rest of the house he will paint. So I've been busy putting samples on the wall. So there is a sample on the wall right there, which you can kind of see. But I used to film in my living room where there were 3 samples on the wall for a very long time. So, like a year and a half. So that will be going away soon. So I think I've selected a color. I'll do the reveal later. It's similar to what I have now, honestly. It's just a little bit brighter, a little bit fresher. It's like a warm white. I'll just tell you, it's Pearly White by Sherwin-Williams is what I think I'm going to go with. So it should be nice and it should just freshen up the place. So I'm excited. I had a few questions, so I'm behind on comments, but I had a few questions from 2 or 3 videos ago where I was talking about the midterm that I gave my students, and that was it UPS store? UPS store like misprinted them and forgot pages 1 and 2 of the exams for half the class. And I guess I didn't tell you what I ended up doing because a few of you was like, well, what did you do about the midterm? So I wanted to answer that. So UPS, our network has been down at school. We got cyber attacked and held for ransom and all of that good stuff. And it's going around it's happened to other universities as well. And so because of that, our IT team, who I do not envy, but I'm very grateful for, have rebuilt all our systems. And as part of that, we have not had access to our printer. So during midterms, I said, well, that's fine. I'll just send it to UPS. They can print it. It's right on my way home from work. No big deal. I'll just bop in and pick up the exams. Good to go. No problem. Well, they hadn't printed it. It was this whole bit debacle. They hadn't printed it when I got there, when it said it would be ready. And so I had to kind of wait. And then the copier ran out of paper twice. And then she didn't collate them. And just all this rigmarole. So finally they printed. I mean, I was there probably at least half an hour. And so finally they all printed. And I get them home. And I'm like, I'll collate them tomorrow morning before the exam. I'll have time. So I go and I start collating the next morning. And I realize that it's missing like half of pages 1 and 2 of the exam. Yeah, lesson learned for me. I should have looked at it the night before. But what would I have done at that point? Because UPS was already closed. So what I ended up doing is I put the questions. They were there was one. I think most of my exams are multiple choice and essay. Like mostly multiple choice, maybe 5 essay questions. So there's one essay question in that group that didn't get printed, and the rest are multiple choice. So I just put them on PowerPoint slides, and I said, okay, for those of you who sit closer, I'm going to ask that you read the PowerPoint. For those of you who sit further away, I'll give you the exams that have the first and second pages. And so I just put the questions on the PowerPoint slide, and then just, I don't know, after 10 minutes or so, I would flip it to the next slide. The students were very understanding. I think I mentioned this before. They were very understanding. They were very flexible. I just felt really bad because, it's an exam and their nerves are high to begin with under the best of circumstances, and then to have to adapt like that. But they were very understanding. So that is what I did. I got kind of at the last minute. I didn't know what else to do because we couldn't print. Okay. So we're in April now. I don't know where March went, but I want to share some March stats with you. I don't know if anybody likes the stats. I like them, so I'm going to continue doing it, if that's okay. I keep meaning to make a chart to show like how my stitching time each month varies. But I just haven't done it yet, but maybe I'll do that because we're only through March now, so I could start it from this year, right? But I stitched a total of 82 hours in March, which is by far not my best month. There was maybe a total of about a week that I did not stitch in March. I started the month with 55 whips. I had finished the month with 54 whips. I had one new start, which was Blue Rhapsody, which I'll show you here in a minute. And I had 2 finishes, one was Easter Cross way back at the beginning of the month, and the other one I'll keep a surprise and I'll show you in a minute here as well. So those are my stats for the month, but I have an FFO that I picked up from Acorns. It is my Winter Birds by Twin Peak Primitives that I got framed at Acorns and Threads, and I have to show you this frame. It's just so pretty on this piece. I am so happy with how this turned out. I love the little knots, or whatever you call these bobble things. It mimics this really nicely, and I think it's just a really pretty color. It pulls out kind of the gold of the bird and the gold of this border. So this is Winter Birds by Twin Peak Primitives. I am thrilled with it. Now, it's officially spring, So what I think I'm going to do is I have shelves above, you can't see it, but I have them above me. And I have a few winter pieces. Well, I guess I don't have a lot up here. I'm looking at it. I was like, I'm going to do a tour of my shelf and change it out each season, kind of like Pam and Steph do with their Stitchy wall. I'm seeing now that I have Winter Friends Welcome, and this piece would be the only real winter pieces. I have the llama up there. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to film it or not. But what I do know is I don't have a lot of spring pieces. So that is something I need to focus on. But anyway, there was my FFO, Winter Birds by Twin Peak Primitives. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, so I had a finish. So we have an FFO and an FO. And my finish is Carolyn's Balloons by Jan Hicks. Jan Hicks creates the winter version. I have not even ironed this yet, but here we go. Look at all that extra fabric too. This took me a total of 37 hours and I love it. The only thing I changed was the color, the snowflakes. It was supposed to be some type of white maybe, but it blended in perfectly with my fabric choice. So I just changed it. I used DMC 775 for the snow. And you can see even down there, it seems to work pretty well. So yeah, so this is Carolyn's Balloons by Jan Hicks Creates Winter. So I look forward to getting this one framed as well. So that one, yeah, like I said, took me 37 hours. I think the other one took me 36 hours maybe. So they're really nice pieces. They're pretty small. That was stitched on a 32 count shark fin by Fortnite Fabrics. It is the same. It's like the other half of the fat quarter that I used for the autumn one, which is currently on display at Acorns and Threads. So I don't have that here. Okay, so I also had a new start. This is my birthday start for this year, and several of you I saw started it as well, or variations of it. This is Blue Rhapsody by Rosewood Manor. I love it so much. I know Candy is doing hers in purple. I think Tammy is doing hers in purple. EJ, I think you're doing yours in purple as well. Candy's calling it Blue Rhapsody in purple, which I think is really cute. But yeah, this, I mean, it's two colors. Blue is my favorite color, so I'm doing it as charted. But you could easily change up the colors to meet your favorite colors, to meet your home decor, whatever it is. So let me show you. It's like a light and a dark is essentially what we're looking at here. So it's, the call for is Weeks, Dyeworks, Navy, and Sky. And so there is a variegation, especially in the lighter color. But get a light or medium and a dark of any shades that you like, and it will work for you. Oh, and I have to show you this bag. Look at this bag. So daisies, and then daisies. I know the chart is right there. This bag was made for me by Mary. I still have her tag on it. Isn't that a cute tag? Mary gave me this at the Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit. And Mary, I just love it. It's blue. It's daisies. Mary knows the way to my heart. So thank you, Mary. Okay, so here's my start. I only was able to work on this one day. I meant to work on it a total of 3 days, but I only got 1 day in. So I just have that. I mean, that's pretty good for 1 day, I think. So this is kind of the border, and then the butterfly will go in the center. I am stitching this on. There's a lot of cat hair. What am I stitching it on, folks? Let me see if I have the tag in here. I don't see the tag. Yes, I have the tag. Oh, yes, it's something I just got from 123 Stitch. It is a 1/4 yard of 32 count cream Lugana. So just a very neutral piece that will work with anything. So that is my new start. Blue Rhapsody. You can still start it with us. We would love to have you join us. It's just kind of an ongoing, there's no hashtag or anything. It's just, hey, if you want to start it with me, start it with me. Okay, whips. So, here's my other daisy bag from Garan. And this one houses my Dreaming of Daisies by Rosewood Manor. I have a lot of Rosewood Manor. I love her stuff. So this is Dreaming of Daisies by Rosewood Manor. This is my 25/7 project for the month of March. So I worked on it most days. And I was up in here. And I want to show you, I'm going to try to insert a picture here for you of where I was when I started the month. So I will insert that picture now. And then I'll show you where I've ended the month. Now, here is where I am at. So some good progress. I got a total of about 11 and a half hours in this month of just working on it 25 minutes a day. Not every day. Like I said, there was maybe a total of a week that I didn't stitch at all, like when I was traveling and stuff. But this is where I'm at. This is on 32 Count Storm by Crosswing Collection. This is from the Rogue Stitching Fabric of the Month Club. I still have a long ways to go. I mean, I'm not even done with the first page. I'm getting close to done with the first page, but I did not even finish the first page this month, which is a-okay. This was just kind of a fun little piece, but I can't wait for it to be done because I think it's so pretty. And it would be a pretty spring piece. So there's a pretty spring piece I have. I just need to get it done. So that is Dreaming of Daisies. Then next, all right, here we go. Winter montage, folks. She's going to go away. This is what winter montage will look like. This is artwork by Janet Stever. It is charted by Pain Free Crafts. This is my seasonal Sunday piece for January, February, and March. And I'm working up in here. Let's see. I did a total over those 3 months working just on Sundays. I did a total of 36 1/3 hours. And this is where I got. So I have no starting picture because this was a new start in January. So as of a new start, this is where I'm at. So last time you saw it, so I think I worked on it 2 days since you've seen it last. So I did a lot of fill-in over here and did more. You can see the outline of that next leaf and did a lot of fill-in down here. So there's more holly berries. You can kind of see the outline there. But she's going to go away. This is on I think it's just a 32 count white Lugana because it's a full coverage. I really like doing full coverage on 32 count, 2/2. So I'm not going to start over my Hades that are not on this, but any future full coverage starts, I think I will do 32 count Lugana. So this is where we are at. Like I said, 36 1/3 hours total over the 3 months. I got a total of 4,049 stitches in. So that's what 4,049 stitches looks like total. I am currently at 2.68%. So there's a lot of confetti in there. And since last time you saw it, because I worked on it 2 days, I got 668 stitches in. Oh, I just love it so much. But it is time for spring. So she will be going away. She will come out next year. I may have already ordered my 2024-2025 calendar. Because why not? So it's not here yet. It'll be here this week. But I just have the itch to plan, folks. And then I had a couple days at the end of the month that I really wanted to pull out Hearthside Christmas by Erica Michaels. This is what it will look like. You know, this is my struggle piece, but this is on my Year of Whips. So I do plan to finish it. I am right over here, and I actually started in on this border that the couple is standing on top of. So at first I felt like, man, I just finished halfway. When you look at the picture, though, it looks like I am a little bit over halfway. But there's a lot of stitching. I mean, this border goes all the way across. You have this, and then these are all white snowflakes. They kind of don't show it very well. So this is stitched on a color and cotton. I can never remember. That's why I leave the types of color and cotton pearwood. It's 32 count Lugana. It is from July 2020 Fabric of the Month Club. And this is where we're at. So I'll show you up front. I'll pull it up front in just a minute. So this is where we're at. It's getting there. It's getting there. The last 2 nights, what did I do? Oh, it said laugh instead of laughter, so I added the tur. I did these snowflakes. I did this couple, and there's a few snowflakes in there. I did a little bit of the border, pulling it down, both the outside border and the inside border. Did the little cardinals, and then I started in on this checkerboard pattern. The checkerboard pattern, part of my struggles with this is the satin stitch, which I don't know why my brain and my eyes can't make a satin stitch work, especially on the diagonal, which is what all of these squares are supposed to be, but I changed them to be just X's. One of you genius people said, just make them X's. Who cares? I'm like, oh my God, I can do that. I'm allowed to do that. So that's what I did. And then I get to this border and I'm like, oh my God, it's those diagonal satin stitches. And I'm like, wait a minute, I can do them as X's. So I'm just doing them as X's. There will be another darker color that goes in those missing spots. But I worked on this 2 days, last night and the night before. So I'm hoping, my goal is to finish it in July for Jolly July. I finished pages 1 and 2 of 4. I think maybe that's why I thought I'm halfway done, because I finished 1 and 2 and now I'm moving to the bottom half. But if I'm going to finish it in July, I think I have it, I'm thinking like 4 or 5 days in July, but I'm going to have to work on it between now and then if I'm going to get it done in July. But that's where we're at. We're getting there. I feel like we have reconciled since we got that satin stitch workaround figured out. I don't dread this piece as much, but I will be thrilled when it's done. And so that is everything I worked on for the past 2 weeks. Like I said, most of, out of the past 2 weeks, I probably only stitched the equivalent of 1 week just because of travel. I didn't stitch at all on my trip. It just wasn't a good time ever to really pull it out and stitch. So let's get into haul. Let me get a drink here. Let's get into haul. Don't even know where to start. Let's start with the birthday stuff I got. So first of all, which I don't have to show you, my folks also gave me some money for framing. So I took my lovebirds that I finished in February. I took it into frame. Not at Acorns, because Acorns does not do matting in glass. Excuse me. So I took it to, if you're local, Chrisman's in Lake Oswego. I think there's one in Southeast Portland as well. Chrisman's Framing, and they do glass and matting. So I took it there. So it should be ready by the end of the month, I think, or mid-month, somewhere in there. I'm not quite sure. So I will pick that up and be excited to show you lovebirds. So that was part of my birthday gift. Another part, my friend Krista got me this. This was on my Amazon wish list. Sarah from Stitching Mommy, you're going to be thrilled. Look what I got. This is a Dimensions Gold kit. This is the Finery of Nature. Sarah from Stitching Mommy has started it, and I think she works on it on the 1st of every month. And it's a full kit. It comes with the black Aida 14 count black Aida, and then the floss, which I will probably do the fabric on this one just because it's black. Why not? 14 count might make it easier to see on black. I haven't really stitched it on black before, I don't think. So I just love this. I think this is so pretty. I'm not sure when I'm going to start it. This feels very like May or June to me. So maybe I'll start in May or June. I'm not sure. Like I need another start. But anyway, I got that from my friend Krista for my birthday. So I am thrilled. Then I got some cards. So this beautiful card is from Sweet Linda. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Love the colors in that. And she just wrote a special note. So thank you so much, Linda. That's so pretty. My sweet friend Anne. Oh my gosh, Anne sent me this beautiful card, and then inside she wrote, I won't read the whole thing, but wouldn't this cover make a great cross stitch chart? And yes, this would make a great cross stitch chart. I love it. So thank you so much, Anne. I mean, it's daisies, it's blue. You're so thoughtful. And then I got this sweet card from Caro, all the way from, Caro, where are you? Australia? I should know because I just sent you something. But she sent me this card saying it reminded her of the Carolyn's balloons that Jan did. Isn't this beautiful? I think it's so, so pretty. Kara, thank you for your sweet note as well. And then, Carol, I think you sent me these. My stuff got kind of mixed up, so I apologize. These really cute socks that say, but first coffee. Yes, as I'm drinking coffee during this video. I love coffee so much, and they're blue. So thank you so much, Caro, for shipping that, especially internationally. I know it can get pricey. Okay, this one I actually left in the packaging because I wanted you to see how stinking cute this is packaged. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you the card. Marilyn, you are too much. Look at this card. It is so cute. It is so cute. And then she included some daisy stickers, which I love and will definitely put to good use. And so why I kept it wrapped up is because I want you to see how cute this is. So blue tissue paper, look at scalloped edges, which I think is cute. There's a little kitty cat sticker holding it together. It's like a 3D sticker. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to save that. And then, see, I haven't even opened it yet, really. This project bag she made, and she said she made one for herself as well. Oh my gosh. For miniature marvels, which she is also doing. She said this scene reminded her of miniature marvels, and she saw the fabric, and she knew right away she needed to make us a project bag. So she made one for herself, made one for me. Marilyn. It smells really good, too. I don't know what you use, but... And then here we have a tag so we can write the project on it. And this cute little zipper pull. And then the inside is this beautiful green starry fabric. Marilyn, you are too much. I can't remember what bag my miniature marvels is in, but it's basically a village scene like this. So I am going to switch that. Absolutely going to switch it out and put it in here. So thank you so much, Marilyn. It's beautiful. Really, really appreciate it. I mean, really, guys, this is the face of a girl who is spoiled rotten. Let me tell you. If you want to know what rotten looks like, look at this face. Okay. So then I got another package from Sweet Jessie with a really sweet note. Look at that card. Isn't that cute? This is by Bee in My Bonnet Company, published by It's So Emma. So that's a really sweet card. And she just wrote really lovely words. Okay, so first of all, she sent me this pack of beautiful floral sticky notes. I mean, how pretty is that? These will definitely be... I'm going to take these to work. These are going to be put to very good use at work. Actually, maybe I'll keep them at home. So I can write little notes on the charts that you win and stuff like that. So, and then she sent me not one, not two, but 3 project bags that she made. Are you even kidding me? Okay, so first up, we have this beautiful floral one with this really pretty yellow fabric. And look at that fun green zipper that looks like a stem. I mean, love this. Love the floral. Next, she made this beautiful blue one. I think it goes this way. She's like, I made an error. You'll see it right away. Well, no, because this one is upside down too. So that's not the error. It just depends on which way you're looking at it. I don't know. I think it goes this way. I think you're right. I think it goes this way. Blue, beautiful. I'm going to put Blue Rhapsody in this one because right now Blue Rhapsody is just in a... Oh no, Blue Rhapsody is in a blue one. Okay. Don't worry. I'll find another blue piece for this one. But this is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I love kind of the vintage blue stoneware. And look at the little circles on the back. And then this next one is so pretty. It reminds me of fall, of autumn. Look at that. So pretty. And the orange, yellow circles. I mean, I am seriously spoiled. You all are just so lovely, and thank you so much. I feel very, very blessed and very, very special. And you all are just a huge part of my life and my community, and I thank you so much for that. Okay, so let's move into things I bought myself. So this bag is from Reflections. So I got a few things I can't show you. If you're going to Stitching in the Wild, you might see it. But I picked up this Mirabilia chart, which I may already have. I don't know. But I've been eyeing her for a long time. And I'm like, oh, she's really pretty. I really do need to keep a list of ones I have so I don't keep repurchasing them. This is Sabrina by Nora Corbett. It's beautiful. I think she's so lovely. This one, I have been watching this one for a while. This is For You by Teresa Kogut. I've been eyeing it for a while, and I've been hesitating just because it's not super my style. But then, you know what? I saw it stitched up at Reflections, and I'm like, okay, that is really darling. So I just picked it up. It's 68 by 96, so it's not very big. I mean, it's solid stitching in there, but it's not very big. So, and then I have never seen this before, but I'm super excited. This is by Antique Needlework Designs, and this is Antique 19th Century Butterfly, and I just think it's so pretty. It reminded me of my friend Candy, honestly, the 614 Stitcher, because she loves butterflies. But I just love the old-timey feel of it and the colors. So that's what I got at Reflections. So that was fun. It was really super big store, really nicely laid out. Lots of space, lots of charts and fabrics and all that. So it was really great. I went to Hobby Lobby, which I don't go to very often at all, because Sarah from Stitchy Mommy said that she had been getting clearance fabric from there. And so I was like, well, I can use some clearance fabric. Mine did not have any fabric on clearance, so I don't know if I missed it or what. They had fabric there, but none of it was on clearance, so I didn't get any of that. But what I did find on clearance, because you can't leave empty-handed, was this kit by Thea Governor. This is called American Wildflowers, which I love. Love wildflowers. And I think you get this bonus chart. It says it was originally $80, and I got it for $20. It was on clearance. But it's a full kit. Comes with the fabric and the floss and everything you need in here. So I picked that up because I thought that's a pretty good deal, and I really like it, and I would stitch this. So, and then I didn't feel like I left empty-handed. So I haven't opened it yet, so I don't really... I think these are other charts not included in here that show kind of other flowers. So I picked that up for myself. Then when I went to Acorns to pick up my framed piece, let's see, I made 2 trips to Acorns. So the first trip, I picked up some needles, Peacemaker's needles. I was running low. I picked up Horn o' Plenty by Glendon Place. This was a market release. I was eyeing this one. I decided just to get it. I got Horn o' Plenty. And then I got 2 pieces of, this is Weeks Dye Works Aztec Red in 32 count. And I got those pieces for, I even pulled these out. This is from, there's magnets in here and it's sticking to everything. This is from Seeds of Friendship, which was an exclusive for the Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit, I think 2 years ago. Not this past year, but the previous year. It was all over Zoom. And they have fabric, but it's 36 count. And I tried it, and I just can't do it. It's not enjoyable for me. So we got the book. We got this little, what do they call it? The ball. And then we got this little basket. So I want to stitch these. I just couldn't do the 36 count. So I got the 32 count to go with that. So I got that. And then I went back to Acorns because I had because my coworkers gifted me a very generous gift cards to Acorn. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to spend it that first day. I went in, and then as soon as I left, I was like, I know exactly what I want. I should have bought it, but I didn't. So let me save that for you. But when I went back the second time, which was this week, I got a bunch of DMC. I got a piece of Vintage Blue Whisper, Belfast Linen, 32 count. So these go together. And what are these for? These are for, we're going to start a Sal. My good friend Andrea, my good friend Robin from Bird's Eye Stitches. Anybody who wants to join us is welcome to join us. This is the Madame Lafille Sal. Any Madame Lafille piece you want to work on or are working on, you can work on it. We're going to use hashtag Madame Lafille Sal. Hashtag Madame Lafille Sal. I'll put that down here for you. This one I am going to start. It is called, in English, it is called Garden Sweetness. And look at that fabric. The fabric, I mean, it's all in French, I believe. So I can't read it because I don't read French. But I think it's like what I gathered is it's a stitch on some, like a baby blue. And I'm not sure where I got that from, but somewhere. Oh, baby blue. Yeah. It says baby blue. So it's a baby blue. So I thought this would be a really good, like if you look at the cover, I know the cover isn't always, a good representation, but I feel like that's pretty dang close. This is the same fabric I used for my You Are Amazing piece and for my, I'm looking at it right now, a Winter Friends Welcome piece. So I've used this before, so I know how to work on it. This one comes with a little charm. You could get these on Garan, Citri. I think they have a bunch in about like 3 of them. I think I have a bunch of Madame Lafille. I have never stitched her piece, but I have a lot of them. I really love her style. So we're going to start this April 1, start along essentially. So join us, if you will, and we would love to have you. And it's really low stakes. Anybody can join. Just use the hashtag. We're not going to do a Facebook group or anything like that, but just use the hashtag Madame Lafille Sal, and we'd love to see your progress. So join us. Okay, so the thing I got with my very generous gift card from my coworkers was this Foldy Go light. So let me show it to you. So this is the box. I thought this would be great for retreats. So it's heavy. This is heavy, but it comes in this carrying case, which I thought was nice. You can put it in your carry-on when you go to a retreat or whatever. And so you open it up. It is USB. I left my USB cord, I think, downstairs. So the USB is not going to fit in here, I don't think. Well, I guess you could actually fit it under there. But so it comes out. Let me show you. So So it comes out and it raises up and you have to swivel it around like that. And you can heighten it, lower it, however you want. And I'm going to try not to blind you. So you can see you get light. And you can go up or down, however you want. And it's USB, so you can use it plugged in, or you can just use it if you don't have access to a plug. You can just use it like this. I'm not sure how long the charge lasts. So, and then you just fold it back up like that, and you put it back in the case. You put it back in the case like that, and you're good to go. So I'm excited to try this because I am going to Stitching in the Wild. I am going to Stitch West. I'm on the wait list for Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit, so hopefully I'll get into there. So that is what I got for kind of like with birthday money. So that was fun. And then this is kind of the regular stuff. So this is not going to be nearly as exciting as everything I've just shown you. But I did get my number 5 of the Tiny Modernist Woodland Christmas, which is this pretty little angel, part 5. And then I got my spring, pretty sure it's the spring 2023 issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. Really pretty. I love the pastel colors on the cover. And then I got my, March 2023 issue of The World of Cross Stitch. So I will be doing a flip through of those maybe tomorrow. So you can look for that to come. So I think that's all my haul. That was plenty, right? That's a lot of haul. Yay for birthdays. So let's do a couple giveaways. I want to do a couple giveaways. Now, because my father will be in town for 2 weeks, I don't know, 1, what my stitching time is going to be like, or 2, what my filming time is going to be like. So this giveaway will be open until I film next, which might be next week. It might be 2 or 3 weeks from now. I don't know. But I really wanted to have this giveaway today. So, first up, we're going to give away the Strawberry Fields Forever by Blackbird Designs. This is the one that I bought, but turns out I already own it, so I'm going to give it away to you. So this is open internationally, so I'll send this anywhere you live. And if you want to be entered to win this, please don't say anything about winning or anything like that, but say strawberry. So right there's your word, strawberry. And then the next one, also open internationally. This is from Carla, who sent it to me to give away to you. I'm pretty sure that's where I got it. This is Annabelle's Classic Easter Sampler. And I apologize if somebody else gave me this. I used to be so good with keeping names with things. But I'm pretty sure Carla gave me this to give away to you all. And I thought, well, I mean, you're not going to get this in time for Easter. Because Easter is next week. But I thought it was cute, and maybe you could stitch it for next year. So if you want this, say Easter, E-A-S-T-E-R, Easter. So we're going to give away those 2 that for whenever I film next. So now let's move into April plans. I told you this is going to be a longer one. Okay, so April plans. What are we going to do in April? In April, I have a new focus piece to finish. My goal is to finish it this month. It will be my 25/7 piece, and it will be getting some, I just dropped that, and it will be getting some full days worked on as well. It is Stained Glass Window. This is by Tangled Thread and Things. This is a gift for a friend. So I want to finish it and get it sent. And it is in the April 2021 issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine. That's what the cover looks like. I am stitching this on the called for 28 count French lace linen. And let's take a look at where we are and how much work we have to do. So this is where I'm at. So we still have, it's getting there. We still have this border to fill in with like the stained glass and all the cross, and then the lilies, and then there's a bunch of back stitching. So, I mean, there's quite a bit yet to do on this piece. It's small, but it is full coverage, and there is quite a bit of confetti. So we're going to work on her and see how far we can get her and hope for a finish by the end of this month. So you'll be seeing that piece a lot. Next, our monthly magazine challenge theme for the month. Our yearly theme, which just means all the monthly themes are going to fall into this. Our yearly theme is places. So each monthly theme is going to be a place. And our place for April is the library. So for library, I'm going to be working on a stitching shelf. This is charted by Hade, but artwork by Amy Stewart, and I am way up there. Very little done on this, but I wanted to show you where I was. This is 18 count Ada, and this is where I am so far. So I will be working on this a few times this month. I think I have allotted for like 3 days or something. So I'll probably just do some fill-in and that type of thing. But I wanted to show you where it is. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of holes over here. And so I just want to work on like kind of filling in some gaps there. So that will be good. Then our acrostic for the month, going along with library, is shelves. So the S will be stained glass. So stained glass I will be using for the S and shelves, both S's. The H, because the gift is for my friend whose name starts with H. The E in shelves, both E's, are going to be this is early bird bouquets. This is what they will look like. I finished this one, and I have these other two that aren't even started yet, and I'm going to do the whole set. This is designed by Felicity Hall. So I don't know which one I'm going to start next. Probably the orange one, I think, is the next one in the book. So might as well just start with the orange one. And this will be for E, early bird bouquet. So this will be for the E in shells, both E's, and a little bit more. I'm going to try to get one of these done this month. I think I've allotted a total of 4 days for it. So I'm hoping I can get it done or almost done. I do have a few days at the end of this month open. So if I need those days to finish up stained glass window or one of the early bird bouquets, I can do that. This one will also be a gift. So I do want to finish that set. Okay, the L in shelves is going to be the Madame Lafitte piece for Lafitte. The V in shelves is going to be Summer Quakers for the Valdani threads that I'm using. This is the Rosewood Manor, and you saw this recently. I'm on this big, gigantic motif there. I am going to finish this in the first half of the year. My goal is to finish this piece. So we're going to bring her out. So this is where I'm at. I'm way down here. You can see the start of that really big motif. So we're getting there. I just need to focus on it. So I'm hoping this will get 4 days this month. We are getting there. So that is the acrostic. Then I'm going to, so for Madame Lafitte, I think I'm going to try to work on it 2 or 3 days this month. I'm going to start it today, which I'm super excited about. Blue Rhapsody, I'm going to try to give it another 2 days this month just because I really wanted to give it 3 total days last month and I just couldn't. I only gave it 1 day, so I want to give it another couple of days before I put it away. April also has a 24 hours across stitch weekend put on by Jen Lee. So that will be April 21 through 23. And for that, I forgot to pull it. But I forgot to add something to my list. I'm going to work on cat alphabet. So I'm going to try to give cat alphabet 9 hours total. So 3 hours each of those days. And then the other 3 hours will be another piece. Maybe stained glass window or something like that. So I forgot to pull cat alphabet, but you'll see it when it gets closer to the time. And then my seasonal Sunday piece that I will be working on now for the next 3 months is Spring Montage. This is also by artwork by Janet Stever, charted by Pain Free Crafts. And here we go. This is what it will look like. I have already started it. I'm way up here. I didn't check what percentage I'm done, but let's take a look at it. This is also on 32 count white Lugana. It's so pretty with these light colors. So I just have a little bit. I think I've only worked on it maybe 1 or 2 days. So that's where I'm at. So we'll capture this video and show it at the end of April, May, June and see how far we get. So that's our starting point. So we'll see how far we get. Again, I'm working on that first upper. I'm going to try to just work in it by block. So that will be very exciting. So this week, what am I working on? This week, like I said, Dad is coming on Tuesday. So again, I'm not quite sure. I think I will still make time to stitch in the evenings. Just might not be as much as I normally do. I'm not sure when I will film again. But we will do Spring Montage this week, tomorrow. We will be working on Stained Glass Window, both as a 25/7 piece, and then also it will get its own days this week. I'll be working on Early Bird Bouquet at the end of the week, and then a stitching shelf we'll be working on as well. Yay. So that's this week. That's a lot. It's a lot of stuff happening. I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for making me feel so, just so loved. My birthday was really wonderful and I appreciate you all. So that's everything. I'm going to get this edited and uploaded so you can watch it soon. And I will hopefully be back next week. But don't worry if I'm not. It's just that Dad is here making me paint. All right, everyone. I'll see you next week. Bye.